Hi, it's me, Nicole Lee, Health, Beauty, and More. And I believe yesterday you saw a lot of my pictures, and some were covered in plastic. Well, I decided to show them, at least the ones that were covered in plastic, without the plastic. I removed the plastic, and it does make a difference when you're looking at photos, whether there's anything covering them because you really don't get the full effects. But even with a camera, you do lose a little bit because it doesn't capture all the details that like when you go to, it's like buying a pair of shoes. You have to try them on to see if they fit. You can't just expect them all to fit even though they're your size. So keep that in mind when you go to get art. There's a lot of depth in this photo, a lot of hidden visuals in this photo, and it's if you're one of these people that likes to study things and studying art, for example, it really is relaxing, but it also opens your mind to what what is in the viewer's eye that's deep and something that you don't just get to experience unless you take time to look at it. And maybe you can see here a lady and a dog, which would be over in that area. That's the dog, and the lady's holding it. So there's sometimes little hidden things in my paintings, my abstract acrylics, that on first glance you wouldn't take hold in view, but and if you really investigate, you'll start to see what I'm talking about. This is more of a free form, I call it, painting, and I didn't have any intention in doing this one to hide anything or have it be one of those visuals like the last one, but it still has a flow to it. It was one of the things I did about a year ago. The $35 for freeform. And the next one is another acrylic pour. If you don't know what I mean by pour, you may want to look that up, but it's not just that I just threw paint on there or anything. There's quite a process involved and a lot of mediums involved as well. But there is texture in here in this background, and you will see it if you take time. You will see that there's depth and there's texture and a lot of different lines, just like some of the other ones that I will be showing you. I always liked frogs. Oh, the last one was Lone Turtle. He was $52. The froggy hang on frog picture without the plastic on it, so you get a better idea of what I'm talking about without plastic covering it. You can see the background, but the focus is on the frog when you pick up the picture, because I made it that way so that he would be the main focus of the eye. And he's the one that's $55. This is really cool if you like the web look and lace in this one. I know that didn't show up too well yesterday, so I wanted to focus that so you'll get a better picture of the colors and how deep they are and the contrast. Really interesting. The whole picture turned out like that. It's just all connected like a web. So interesting, even at the edges. And you can turn it different ways, start seeing different colors, different objects. But I thought you might enjoy that one especially. Oh, and the camo duck one that you saw yesterday. dropped his price tag fell off. Ah, darn. But he's about let's see. He's probably, I think his price was somewhere around 52. Could have been a little more. Okay, I'm going to show you this duck. He's very interesting if you look at his feathers. He's definitely camouflaged because the background is using the same coloration, the same paint, but the duck is definitely in there, and he seems to be enjoying being on the waves. They're very lacy looking. I just love this picture. Here's another one that I really like. Oh, and did I tell you? Yeah, we talked about it. Let me tell you about it. This next one that I showed you that there is a profile of a woman. This would be her eyes, and this would be her face. Do you see it? Now that I pointed it out, because with the plastic you really can't see that much. It's not meant to be a perfect representation of a person, but it did come out in the painting, and I did it online as well, so you might want to look for that video. Nicole Lee helped Beauty More, and I have the acrylic pour. I show you from beginning to end, and it's got some metallics in there. It's got a lot of the blue, and there's a lot of gold metallics. You see that coloration? It's coming out now, and you'll be able to see it better with a close-up. Most pictures are not meant to be looked at that close, but for sake of a camera, I wanted to go for that effect so you could get an idea of the whole picture and its beauty. This is $57 Sea of Glory. And Splendor without plastic, the $38 canvas board, 8x10. I want to make sure you can see the details on it. I'll move it so you can see all around the picture and take my time. It's ready to be put in a frame. Very, very aesthetic, very much so. One more here. It's one of those that has a lot of hidden objects in it, and you can turn it different ways. You can turn it this way if you want, or you can turn it upside down. But the hanger on the back, this one actually has a hanger. You can always remove that if you don't want it there. And this is how it's set to hang. I'm sorry. This is how Donkey Ride is set to hang on the wall. It's ready to hang like that. But you can move it around and look and try different angles and see what suits your eye best. It's only $55 for this one, and it's also stretched canvas. I'll move it in a little bit if you want to see more detail. Especially in the corners, like there. There's a lot of detail in the white and black, as you can see. They all are varnished. I've done a lot of realism as well, and if you wanted to see what kind of realism I've done, I use the name Smart Art at artwanted.com for some of my original paintings, and some are still available on there with the price. So if you get time, you can go through some of those if you're interested and see that I do have a variety of different themes. But since I've decided to go for the Flow Art fluid acrylic method, that's what I'm putting out to show you today. Anyway, I know you, I don't want to take up any more of your time, but I enjoyed having you watch those. Thank you so much. And if you do want my PayPal account, if you're interested in any of them, just let me know in the comments section. Thanks again. Bye bye now.